Well, the good news is that AJ just wolfed down 2 waffles, double-sided bacon, and a whole half a pitcher of OJ. So I'd say he's recovered.
It's my fault that he ran away.
No, JR, it's not.
You know, I swore to myself that I was not going to let this divorce hurt AJ. And Marissa and I, we both agreed. I've already blown it.
Yeah, I just didn't want your son to suffer the way you did when your mother and I broke up. Understand? Not a day goes by I don't regret how much you suffered. We couldn't make things right.
I knew that you loved me.
She's been on my mind a lot lately. All the hell we went through because of David.
He's gone now.
Yeah, maybe, but his legacy, the people he hurt, the damage he did, still very much alive.
I don't understand how Mom could have went for someone like David. If she loved me, she loved you, but how could she turn her back on us and be with someone like him?
Well, that's because no matter how strong she was, David chose to come around when she was most vulnerable. It's the way he always worked.
I remember when he first started getting to Mom. When he put his hands on her, I vowed that I was never going to let anything more happen.
Yeah, and you got yourself in a whole mess of trouble.
Drugs. Yeah, I spun out of control.
Hey. And you made your way back to us. Just like your mother did.
We never really got it back because of David.
No, we didn't. Like you said, he's gone.
Instead of feeling glad or feeling some sort of relief, I feel like I'm at another funeral. Not David's. A funeral for what we lost. For Mom.
Amanda and Trevor are on that little train with Francoise. She looks so happy.
How's she doing since the fire?
Oh, completely recovered. I think it was harder on me than it was on her.
Little ones definitely have a way of bouncing back.
Yeah, I guess we could learn a little lesson in resilience. Why is that so hard for adults?
No kidding. So you read that David was poisoned?
Actually, I can't stop thinking about him. I couldn't sleep at all last night.
Neither could I.
How will we miss David? Let me count the ways. I got nothing. Nothing.
He was a huge part of this hospital.
He was a huge black hole for people's energy. Anybody who walked past him, Ange, he'd suck the life out of them. I'm talking about everybody.
Look, I'm not defending him. I'm not. But we can't deny that as a doctor, he saved a lot of lives here.
David tried to wreck a lot of lives, too. He spent more time trying to fire me, you, and Jake than he did running the hospital.
Angie, the man tried to blackmail my father, made him choose between his son or his job.
Right, and he acts like this hospital is his own private battlefield.
But he lost 2 daughters here. A baby, Leora, on the operating table, and then Babe. I mean, I can't imagine what that does to a person.
That's what I love about you. Always trying to find the decent part of a human being. Trouble is, Hayward was not human. I mean, maybe a long time ago he was, you know. He had a heart, but I don't know what happened to it. Probably dried up like a rock. I'm saying I want him washed out of my memory.
I bet you there's a whole lot of people who would love to do the same thing.
Do the same thing. Hey, why don't we make that happen?
So many people hated David. Wanted him gone. Now he is. How many of them are just wishing that they could have been the one to take him out.
Marissa, come on now, don't think like that. That isn't true.
Isn't it? I mean, I'm his daughter, his flesh and blood, and a part of me believes that he had this coming. My own father. I mean, I'm going to his funeral today with that in my heart. What kind of a daughter am I?
You're human. You've been hurt over and over again. You know what David's done, you know the people he's damaged, but you never really got to know him.
Would it have made a difference?
Did you know that David's mother drove his father to suicide? Opal told me. Now, a woman like that, God knows what she did to her own child, how deeply she hurt him.
That's terrible.
Yeah. As much as David wanted love, he just could never completely go there. He just couldn't. He couldn't trust the feelings.
So he just incinerated anyone who wanted to be close to him.
I don't think he could help himself.
Crystal, you don't have to make excuses
I'm not
for
making
him.
excuses for him. Trust me, I'm not. No, he did a lot of damage that could not be undone. But maybe the wicked David was just a hurt little boy who thought he could never be loved. Honey, he made more bad choices than good. But the night we met, he was sweet, and he was tender, and he was loving. Maybe it was just for one night. But you and Babe were conceived in that little spark of love. We should probably go to the cemetery. You ready?
There is no possible way that Greenlee poisoned David.
I hope she didn't. But if she did, you know what? I can't blame her. I know what it's like to live with a husband who controls your every move. It's like you start to feel like no matter what, like you'll never, ever get out of it. Like the only way that you'll ever truly be free.
Greenlee did not poison David, okay?
I know you believe in her, but I heard Greenlee say that she wanted to kill him.
That was out of frustration. That wasn't an actual literal threat.
You're still protecting her.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to point the finger at her, if you're going to accuse her of premeditated murder, then yes, I will protect her.
I don't know what to think. As much as Ryan hated David, he wouldn't do this, right? He wouldn't kill David, not intentionally.
No, of course not. Why are you even thinking that?
Because someone did. And if it's someone that we're close to...
Maybe it was David. Maybe he took it himself. I don't know, by mistake.
Do you really think he would make a mistake like that? Chances are the guilty person is someone that we care about.
Okay, now I get it. I see. You feel guilty because someone could go to jail when really this is all your fault. I can't even believe that you're here, that you're even asking for my help. You practically got my mother killed and you helped David cover. I went to jail for you. I put my life on the line for you.
I've made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, was killing David one of them?
No.
You know what, Greenlee? I don't have time for you, okay? A man is dead.
My husband.
Spike's father was in jail. I was in jail. So don't come here crying to me with these crocodile tears.
Hate me all you want, but I'm being sincere. Do we need another tragedy? I mean, if someone we care about is going to go to prison, don't you want to help?
And what am I supposed to do? Break another law? Go to jail? I've done that already. Thank you very much. You're on your own.
Well, I better get to David's funeral.
The man was blackmailing you. Are you really going to cry when they lower him into the ground?
He did some horrible things. But he saved my life. He stood by me. He risked everything to help me.
Including my mother's life.
I know. I'm guilty too. Because everything he did because he loved me so much. More than anyone ever has. So, yes, I'm going to his funeral. And yes, my tears will be real.